Thai street food.
In Bangkok?
We went to Bangkok.
We actually went to this exact street that he's standing on right now?
We did, and ate some street food.
Oh, yeah.
We will have vlogs about that on our vlog channel, but they're not posted yet. But until then, you can watch all of our other vlogs going across Asia and even a little bit of Europe and the USA. Link in the description.
Also, until then, if you want to let us know more things we can react to about Thailand, that would be great. We could do some suggestions on what you guys want us to learn about your country.
But right now, we have a $100 Thai street food challenge. What can you get for $100 in the streets of Bangkok?
It's the challenge. Can you spend $100? I got to imagine it's going to be pretty hard unless we get something super fancy.
You can find fancy stuff in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Let's see if he does.
Have to spend $100 on street food here in Bangkok, Thailand. Right now, I'm in Bangkok's famous Chinatown. The Chinese food they have here is a fusion of Chinese food and Thai food. So you're gonna find unique food here that you won't find anywhere else in the world, even in actual China. In my last couple attempts to spend $100 on street food, I failed miserably. But today, no matter what it takes, I am gonna spend $100 on street food, even if I have to get my stomach pumped halfway through.
He did it in the USA very quick.
Oh,
It's
very
so
quick.
expensive.
Right here where they're serving something called pang pang. Have you ever been in Bangkok and someone offered to take you to a pang pang show? I'm pretty sure this is what they meant.
Oh.
Anyways, pang pang is a delicious dessert, and what's amazing about it is it uses this bread. It looks very mediocre.
Oh, I
shape,
had
nothing
that.
Special. Like, how could this be part of a great dessert? We've got the bread right here. It looks like
That's
there's
the
already
one with the filling?
inside. She
Yeah.
simply puts
Oh.
it
I didn't know it was
over
called
fire. They're gonna
pang
stuff
pang.
that bread with a number of fillings. Right here, you could stuff it with chili, but then you can
Oh,
also stuff
whoa.
it with a green custard.
You got
pandan.
strawberry, right?
Once the
Yeah.
bread has been toasted, it's going to be thrown inside of a paper bag, but not before being loaded up with custard. This is the pandan custard right here, and then this should be the chili filling. It looks like chili oil foam, and that one is
There's
also
a lot of
ready
chili.
to go. Oh, not recommended. Really salty. It tastes like something that you would find in a hot pot rather than in a bun. It tastes just like gochujang, a Korean chili paste. Not my favorite. Texture is nice though.
That's a lot of it if that is.
It does look like it would be like
Too much.
it's just sauce on bread.
Yeah.
Now
People
custard
think
on
there's,
bread.
like,
Pandan.
people here who come here on planes, they fly here, they do tours. I don't want people to think that. This is my Asian fantasy, okay? Oh god, there's some more coming. They're everywhere. Wait. This one right here, pandan custard. Super yummy. It is like the Chinese or Thai equivalent of a jelly-filled donut back home. This is like picnic bread, but when they toast it just right, and then they put the pandan in there, I mean, it is creamy, it's sweet, and there's a lot of pandan flavor. It's a very unique flavor that is hard to explain. It's like a little grassy, herby. It tastes like a botanical garden.
I get what he's saying a little bit.
A very slow start for the day. We got to get going.
We had like those pandan little like jelly rice cake things, and I get what he's saying to like describe it as grassy, but that's such a terrible. It's like it makes it sound bad, but it's not.
It's an interesting flavor.
Our next restaurant here, this is a noodle soup, something a little bit more substantial. This is a Michelin-rated restaurant. 2019, 2020, 2021 somehow.
Oh, wow.
We noticed in Thailand that a lot of places just had Michelin stickers on
Like
them.
a lot.
I don't know if that is accurate or if people just print it off and they're like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how so many could have it.
It's confusing. The Michelin star stuff is interesting to us.
Everybody was at home with the
Confusing.
pandemic. They were still out here slanging noodles, I guess. So here it starts. We have the rolled noodles. We've got pork belly, we've got pork liver, and other internal organs. Look at all these organs, just bins and bins of different organs.
Oh, they're
Just
loaded
like a
up.
Serial killer's house. I ordered an egg extra, and now that
Like a
famous
serial
pepper
killer's
broth going
house.
inside. That looks delectable, and it smells even better. Oh, delicious. It tastes like a very deep bone broth, very peppery. On the side, in case that's not enough for you, there's like chili powder. What is it, sugar or MSG or salt or meth? It's one of those four. Probably meth. That's why
Probably
everyone's
meth.
so thin here. That is a good bite. Rolled noodles, pork belly, broth. End of story. The skin keeps its texture remarkably, very crunchy. The meat still has a nice bite to it. I'm trying to figure out these noodles because they're pretty soft, especially compared to a crunchy pork skin. They soak up a lot of broth, but still very satisfying. And it's a cool shape. Right here, we got some organs, pancreas, the endoplasmic reticulum.
Oh, delicious.
The
There's some
ER.
cartilage,
Is it the
but it's so
smooth
soft
ER or
that I can
the
have, you get
rough
ultimate
ER?
bite going. Oh, some meat,
Hopefully not the
noodle,
rough
and
one.
egg. delicious. The only problem is this is so affordable. It is roughly $3. I'm gonna have to change the game up. I love all the meaty bits they put in here. It's all the greatest hits from that pig.
Sounds good.
Things are heating up as the day progresses. Here, a very famous raw seafood stall right on the sidewalk, and they have so many different options to choose from chilied raw mussels over here. Then over here we have the mantis shrimp. Those are the shrimp that will punch a hole through your finger. Yeah. This is the owner over here. Hello, Sawadee-ka. Very sweet lady. We were here about 4 years ago, and she still remembers me. I wonder why. What did she say?
You're a handsome guy.
Hey. Okay, can I have 2 of these black crabs, 2 blue crabs? 1,080 baht, that's already $30? What's going on? These are those beautiful raw shrimpies. She puts her signature sauce on top. Those are the chili mussels. They look super spicy.
That would definitely be spicy.
We have 3 courses of seafood right here on the sidewalk. This is the shrimp. It is pickled. They put garlic on top, chilies.
Pickled.
I love that flavor. It's almost a little bit fatty inside. It's a very different texture eating it raw, especially big plump ones like this. It's veiny, it's girthy. Seafood number 2, these are the mussels. I think it's red because of chili powder and chilies themselves. I'm told you're supposed to mix it with ginger and lemongrass, so that's what I'm doing here. Ooh, that is a unique smell and flavor. That is so sour.
Sour.
Fascinating. It's almost like the ginger and lemongrass are there to counteract the sourness. There's too much to bear. Briny, salty, super strong flavors. And the surprising part, not spicy at all. I don't even know how the chilies are in there. Maybe just a little cool and red. Of course, number 3, 2 types of crab. I was told don't eat it with just the fish sauce that's inside of there. Add the seafood sauce, which is what I got right here. Oh gosh, there's so many spices. It's gonna murder me. Spicy. The orange part, you might have figured it out already, that is the crab roe. You're supposed to have a wide variety of colors in your diets. Maybe bright orange is one of them. The slime factor is on fleek. Are people saying that still? They aren't. No, they're not. Okay. The eggs are just briny and weird. That's the only way I can categorize it. The flavors are outstanding because the Thai seafood sauce is one of the best sauces in the world. Citrusy, spicy, a little bit sour. Here, all you can really do with all these body parts is
gotta say, it doesn't look appetizing.
And he said the slime factor.
I was imagining like.
Squeeze out the meat. And look at that little claw muscle. It's goopy. Whatever I'm sucking
that doesn't help me either.
Pretty well for me. I'm enjoying this. It is very addictive. I'm becoming a good pro. Number 1 sucker. Seafood eater. Ah, dang it. Editor, don't use that. That is a blue crab. My guess is that it's going to taste very similar. Give it a little bit of a suck. That is a hip joint. The crab has so many hips. Imagine if it needed a hip replacement. Oh yeah, I would say the blue meat, a little bit more dense, not as soft, certainly no eggs in there. I love them both. I've had it before with all the salad and stuff. Forget it. Give me the meat, give me the sauce, and let me suck away. That is awesome. We spent some serious money, and we are on our way to $100. Let's check out the money meter right now.
There you go.
42.
Over $40, almost halfway there. Let's keep eating. Right here, a seafood cart with all kinds
I would
of
just go for the
goodies,
seafood.
some unique foods that you won't find at any seafood carts.
That'll make the prices
I've not been
go
around
up.
seafood carts. I like this one though. Here, squid, that's obvious, but this is the squid teeth. That is what helps control the beak. The beak is what's located right there in that area. These are some tiny octopuses. These are some bigger octopuses. That is from the planet Zargon. And then these are eggs. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Fish roe, who cares? That's cute. No, these are squid eggs. When they dissect the squid, they rip it open. That egg sac is in there. I'm gonna try it now.
Oh, wow.
They really use every part.
Next, a sweet plum sauce and then a seafood sauce. Same sauce combination. Sweet plum, sweet
There's a
seafood.
lot of squid.
Kind of tastes like how an aquarium smells. It does feel like the seafood has been
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
now for a while, doing its thing in the sun, which is not ideal. It's got a little funk to it. I like the sauce a lot. I like how it looks more than anything. But the way it tastes, the texture, it's just okay. Squid eggs. This is deceiving because it looks like little bread buns.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't like the way that broke.
So the outside is actually quite leathery. Inside, very soft, and there's some strange squiddy taste in there. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I can't decide. I ate the whole thing, so not bad.
That's
That's a
so
pretty good bite.
weird.
If
I
you
didn't
gave that
expect
to
it to
someone,
break
they would
off
never
like
get
that.
stuck
And it's
eating
so
just a
smooth on
squid
the
egg
inside. It's
sack.
like
It's one of those
one
foods.
color.
If somebody tells you what it is, you start over analyzing it as you're eating it, and you get in your head a little bit. You need to get less in your head and get this more in your stomach.
That is true.
The food train
Then,
continues to plug along. We are
turns
not
out
at
it does not sit
$100
well
yet.
in your
We're not
stomach,
at
and
half of
then
that
you
yet,
have
but
side
still,
effects.
We must move forward. Our next food, this is fish maw soup. The fish maw is the air bladder inside of the fish. You know, like if you go scuba diving, you have an air bladder that helps control your height in the water. That's what that does for a fish. I assume. I did no research, but that's what would make sense to me. Here is the fish maw master. You can see tons and tons of chunks of the maw inside. The air bladder, for some reason, is this
Looks like
really
stew.
prized part of the fish. It gets taken out, it gets dried, it gets rehydrated, it gets put in a soup like this. Oh, and then they're putting in some noodles. Then they're putting in the chicken, quail egg, and then some crab
They
on
just
top.
slap some
That looks
chicken
awesome.
on top too.
Yeah, everything in there.
Check it out. First of all, there's a viscous, probably corn starchy broth in there. Look at these noodles just soaking up that sauce. That's a yummy flavor. It is some kind of a soy-based sauce. All that is very pleasant, but I am here for the maw. Oh, here it is. It's such a weird spongy
maw.
shape after they do what they do to it.
Like caramel.
Oh, it's very hot. I get why people like it, but the texture, there's no texture like it. The closest thing would be some kind of like a fried and stewed tofu. It's spongy, it's absorbed all that savory broth. The broth is savory. Nothing better than being in Bangkok when it's 90 degrees, but it feels like 110. Eating soup so hot, it's burning.
We know that.
That was
here.
our experience there. It would say like, oh, it's 95 degrees outside, and you just go out there and you feel the heat.
Your mouth off. I wish I was
Always
in
hot in
like Russia
Thailand.
in wintertime right now around a campfire. Just weather-wise. Here is the deal. I am 10 foods in right now, but I spent only about $51. I'm a long ways away, so I'm throwing an audible. Behind me, a bird nest restaurant. Bird nest, but it's a very
Bird
lavish
nest?
ingredient. Why wouldn't it be? It's made out of bird spit.
What?
Bird nest right here. So it is in these small containers. I'm gonna get two different kinds. This is a very clear looking one. Just gonna rinse it with this hot water. Now, that first one is factory made.
What?
I'm told the second
What?
one is natural. They say that's why it's brown. A little bit of a sugary syrup being put inside. Right here we have our final meal of the day. I thought at first when people ate bird nests, they were eating like sticks and stuff. Well, it turns out sparrows make a nest from saliva. It's kind of bumpy and clumpy, and that's because they create strands of saliva, which in turn create a structure for their nest to exist.
Whoa. Interesting.
It's very jelly-like. The nest has virtually no flavor. A little sweet from the sugar, of course.
I don't
and
know
it's like
about
an
this one,
overcooked
Walt.
glass noodle. The only
Even
part that's
kinda
weird is if you
sucks.
think about the fact that you're eating bird spit, but try not to think of it that way. Try to think of it like you're eating some other kind of spit that you enjoy more. These are made in a factory. It means they have buildings out in the countryside where they're playing bird calls, and then they hope that the birds will populate the
Whoa.
building with tons of nests. That is the factory
Wow,
version.
that's
Now, this one
interesting.
I've never seen before. This is the natural one. So this is something that would be found in caves or on cliffs. Wow, this is a bizarre
Wow.
experience. It's a different texture. Some bits are more chewy than in the clear version. It tastes like there's little tiny traces of some impurities. I couldn't tell you what that is exactly.
Impurities?
Part of me wants to say it tastes almost woody, but am I just making that up? Because birds live in trees? So that is bird nest, a very popular item here in Chinatown.
Oh,
It's
I'm very
really
shocked by
I did
that
not know
one.
that
Bird nest and
existed.
shark
I gotta
fin,
say.
and I didn't want to get canceled this time, so I'm going to get shark fin. Next time. That is 12 foods in a row. Fantastic, amazing. Did we get over $100? Adding, contabulating.
$56 for the bird's nest?
Was it
So you're eating bird spit,
And it
and then they
costs $25 a bowl?
a very small bowl. I don't know if we're gonna do that one next
And
time.
they said it didn't have like that much flavor.
And it's bird spit.
Yeah. Maybe it's got some protein in it or
Hey,
something. Oh,
I can provide you with my own spit.
I'll pass on that.
at the end? So I got $60 worth of nuts. You let me know in the comments down below if you feel like you have been ripped off in any way. I'll try to make it up to you. $100 street food in Bangkok. It can be done, and I know because I just did it. That is it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.
I bet
Peace.
we could have spent like $100 on, like ice cream and things like that.
Just a lot of it.
a lot of it.
That's interesting. There's definitely a lot of unique foods in this one, to say the least. I'm sure he's done a lot of Thailand videos, so he's got to get more and more unique each time he
Yeah.
goes.
And yeah, I think bird spit's about one of the most unique foods I have ever heard of.
We've heard of a lot of unique foods. I mean, we've traveled Southeast Asia and we've watched videos on Southeast
Bird
Asia.
spit.
I've never heard of bird spit. Like that's just something I just didn't know existed at all.
Like every organ, you're like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. You know, like bugs. That's the thing
even
people
when
do.
they get like the blood or
Yeah.
like something like that.
Didn't think it would go to spit.
Bird spit.
I didn't even know you could eat that.
I didn't know I didn't know they made nests out of spit.
Obviously, we're very shocked by this. Foreigners shocked by this. We're coming to Thailand. If you're going to be very disappointed, we didn't eat bird spit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't just have a reaction of being shocked. We definitely had it there.
But we had a lot of really good food. So make sure to check those out when those come along. Check out the vlog channel. Otherwise, right now, we have other channels or videos from Asia right now. See you in the next one. Oh.